Next is Princeton requires applicants to submit their SAT and ACT scores. So SAT or ACT score is basically kind of entrance examination. Just like in India we have JEE examination for IIT. Just like for all abroad colleges, most of them do accept SAT scores, which is called as Scholastic Aptitude Test, or ACT's American College Testing Scores. So either you can apply for ACT or for SAT. You need to sit in this examination. This is a 1600 marks point examination in which you need to perform. So anyone whose family income is less than 85.45 lakh rupees per year. So is your family income is lesser than 85 lakh rupees per year? I guess obviously yes, because very less number of people in India would be having an income of around 85 lakh rupees or more than that, isn't it? So anyone in India whose family income is lesser than 85.45 lakh rupees will have to pay absolutely 0 rupees towards the fees of the college. Namaskar, Adab, Shastrekal aur Khushamedid. Very good evening to all of you people. This is your master teacher Harsh Pyam, who is going to talk about that you can study at Princeton University, and that too absolutely free of cost, and I really mean it. In fact, almost all the people, 90% who are watching this video right now, they would be very much eligible to study into this. And if you have yet not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel, because this channel is going to give you a lot of beautiful content, useful content, and the content which would pave your path for your dream to study abroad. Okay, so let's get started. Before I start this video, I would like to say you that I have also done one similar video that you can study engineering at Harvard, and in this video also I have said you the methods through which you can. Okay, very sorry. Is everything fine here? I guess it's fine. Check. Is my internet fine? Mic check. So in this particular video of studying at Harvard, I have mentioned explicitly that how a student can study at Harvard, and that too absolutely free of cost. Believe me. So if you have not watched this video, kindly watch this video. And in this video only I got this comment which a lot of students have supported, that sir, do an episode about Princeton University for everyone, please vote. So students have supported this comment and they want this video. So hence this video is in front of all of you. So before I start, let's know a little bit about Ivy League colleges. So basically those colleges which have been there in United States of America before its independence, they are primarily called as Ivy League colleges, the most old colleges. So Harvard is one of them, Yale University is one of them, and Princeton University is also one of them. So Princeton University, being an Ivy League college, do hold a lot of respect in the international community among the college diaspora. Okay, so let's talk more about Princeton University. So now Princeton University, a beautiful campus. It has got a 600 acres of campus. It has been established in 1746. Princeton, New Jersey, USA. It has got a QS World ranking of 22, but it's a very good college. Now, it has got an international student ratio of 23%, which is pretty good. Sorry. Voice and video lag. Acha, aisa hai kya? So, are you all getting my voice clearly? My video is clear to all of you? Okay, fine. Now let's move on. Domestic student percentage in this college is around 77%. International student percentage is around 23%. Now, what makes Princeton a top choice for most of the students, in fact even internationally? So basically it's a top Ivy League college. You get an option or opportunity to reside in the campus itself. It's a residential campus. College is also there in the campus only. Now, real world problems, training the top leaders, because it has got 75 Nobel laureates, 16 field medal medalists, and then 16 Turing Award laureates. So let me tell you, field medal is given in the field of mathematics. Nobel Prize, you all know, and Turing Award is also given in the field of computer science. So all these medals are kind of, you can say, they are Olympics of their fields. So Nobel Prize is the Olympic in the field of science, art, literature, all such thing. In fact, in the field of peace also. So there has been so many Nobel laureates who have come from this college, and some of the notable figures are in front of you. In fact, even the famous Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, he is from Princeton University. Alan Turing himself was from this Princeton college. Okay, now how hard it could be to get into Princeton. Now here it could be very, very hard. Let me tell you, because getting into Princeton is very hard. Once you are into Princeton, then the fees, your finances would not matter at all. There are provisions with which you can study absolutely, and not only study, even you can reside in the campus, you can stay there, you can have meals, you can have food there, everything absolutely free of cost. That is very much possible. So how that can happen, let's see. Now, what admission stats shows? So this is the admission stats for 2024. It shows that total applicants were around 40,000, 39,644. Admitted were 1782. That gives an acceptance rate of around 4.4%. Although in the international community, this acceptance rate might reduce down to somewhere around 2%. Why am I saying this? Because generally what happens that for international applicants, the acceptance rate is generally low because of multiple reasons. Either they might not be so much willing, their background might not be that strong, because at every college, at every place, first preference is always given to domestic aspirants or domestic applicants. So even in USA, although this is not something which is said or written on the internet or the website, because most of the college try to maintain this standard that we do not differentiate between the nationalities of the student. But when the data comes, it actually says that students who are particularly from that particular country in which that college is situated, they do get better chance. Okay, so hence you'll have to accept it that probably it would come near to 2% of acceptance rate in this college. Okay, now moving forward, Princeton University is composed of undergraduate college and several graduate level schools. So right now we will be talking about undergraduate colleges. Here graduate school is for masters and PhD computer science engineering. Although they do have civil engineering also, mechanical engineering also, which I have not mentioned here. Okay. Now moving forward. Now buffering. Okay. So now buffering would have gone. Buffering. Still buffering? I guess buffering might not be there. Should not be there. Drop frames is 0. Internet speed is fast. Okay, is the buffering problem still there? Check. Okay, it is still there. Okay, looks like a real problem. Just give me a moment. Mic check. Mic check. Is it fine now? Check. Is it fine now? Now okay? Okay, fine, fantastic. Sorry for this inconvenience. Now moving forward, so applicant should have include. Now what are the eligibility criteria? So applicant should also include results from national and international exams such as IGCSE, A-level, IB class, or class 10th and 12th board examinations in India. So class 10th and 12th board examinations are accepted. Applicant should include their school marks if their school provides internal grades also. That is also acceptable here. Now TOEFL, IELTS, PT, this examination is required if for proving your English proficiency language. But the good part here is that if your medium of instruction, this is required only if English is not your native language and your school did not teach in English. So what happens in India, in fact, for the most of the schools or most of the time, students do study in English medium schools. Their medium of instruction is English. So if your school can give it in writing that I have taught the entire curriculum to this student in English language, then that written paper would act as medium of instruction certificate, MOI certificate it is called. In this certificate, it is mentioned that your school, your college has given you entire education in English, and hence your medium of instruction is English. And in that case, you would be not required any TOEFL examination or IELTS examination, and you can actually directly get into this college without any TOEFL or IELTS examination. So that is a good part. and quite lucrative also, that you do not need to appear for an examination which is unnecessarily 18,000 rupees of examination. Okay. Now moving forward, so this MOI certificate, either way any school would happily issue, because they don't have any problem in this, and in fact they would be happy if some of their student is going to abroad for their studies. Okay. Now moving forward, next is Princeton requires applicants to submit their SAT and ACT scores. So SAT or ACT score is basically kind of entrance examination. Just like in India we have JEE examination for IIT, just like for all abroad colleges, most of them do accept SAT scores, which is called as Scholastic Aptitude Test, or ACT's American College Testing Scores. So either you can apply for ACT or for SAT. You need to sit in this examination. This is a 1600 marks point examination in which you need to perform. Okay. So SAT score is from 400 to 1600, in which safe score, so they have two sections, mathematics and reading and writing. So reading writing you need to get 740 to 780 out of 800, because this is a paper of 800. And then in mathematics, you need to get further 770 to 800 out of 800. This is the safe score. So altogether, if you will calculate both of them, you will get that you need to get something around 1510 to you can say like 1580 to 1580 out of 1600 for SAT scores. Similarly, for ACT score, you need to get something around 34 to 35. So the scores needed to get into this college is undoubtedly very high, but the rewards are also similar. Now moving forward, what you need else is letter of recommendation. So basically most of the foreign universities do need or do ask for letter of recommendation. LOR is basically a letter from someone who is holding a coveted position. Either he can be or she can be a principal of the school, some kind of dean, some kind of notable authority in the government, something of that sort of person who is a dignitary in the society. That type of person can actually issue a letter of recommendation saying that he or she knows you well and you are a very dignified and learned person and a very good fit for that college. Means this letter actually signifies that you are a person who should be granted this admission and the college would be benefited by your admission. Okay. After that, you can even submit art supplements. So basically, in all foreign colleges, they do not only praise education. Although education is an important part, they need this much scores, the top scores. But along with that, they even highly value that if a student has done something extracurricular, like something in the field of dance, architecture, music, theatre, art supplement, or something kind of sports, anything which is other than studies. So if you have done something of that sort, your chances of acceptance in this college would be really high. Okay. I hope you understood that. Now moving forward, single choice early action deadline is November 1st. Every year it is November 1st only. And regular decision deadline is 1st of January. So these are the two deadlines before which you need to apply. So it's advisable that you apply before November 1st. Now moving forward, what is the tuition fees for studying here? So tuition fees is 65,000 US dollar, which is around 55.72 lakh rupees per year. Now this is massive because anyone, forget about middle class, even the upper class, very less number of upper class people are able to afford this much amount for studying, isn't it? So hence, here comes the good part, not the good part. So first the food part. So this much is their tuition fees, 55 lakh rupees, more than 55 lakh rupees per year. Then your housing comes at 10.63 lakh rupees per year. And then your food comes at 7.45 lakh rupees per year. So if you add both of them, it would be coming around somewhere around 18 lakh rupees per year. Means 18 lakh rupees here and you need 55 lakh rupees here. Roughly if I add 20 and 55, that makes a 75 lakh rupees per year. And this 75 lakh rupees per year would translate into something around 75, and you would be staying there for 4 years at least, because that is your graduation period. 75 into 4, you would be needing minimum of 3 crore rupees for your entire graduation. Really. And this is only for your college expenses like college tuition fees, college housing and college boarding, like college mess. But you would be needing some of your pocket expenses and XYZ stuff. So very easily this can go up to 4 CR or 5 CR, or depends on your lifestyle. Now here comes the good part, that you don't need to pay this, and this entire 3 crore rupees, this entire 3 crore rupees can be your scholarship amount, and you will study here for free. Absolutely. Now how does this happen, and will you be eligible for this? So this is the snapshot that has been taken from the website of Princeton University. Class of 2028 means those students who have been enrolled in 2024 for undergraduate. Now, class overview. So, total enrolled students are 1411. 50% students of the class are female, 49% are male. So, I have seen very rare colleges where the female population is higher, but here it is. 16% students in the class are the first time in their families to go to college. Okay, that's fine. Now read this. 71.5% students in the class qualify for financial aid. Means all 1400 students who are enrolled here, out of them 71%, means more than 9,800, roughly 10,000 students or around that, are those students who have received some financial aid. And the better part, around 25% of the class, 25% means more than 350 students, have got 100% coverage of their tuition, their room and their board. Board means fooding expenses. So around more than 350 students have got 100% tuition fees waiver. Can you just imagine? So this actually means that the college is providing a very transparent data that they are giving scholarship to how many students have got some need-based financial aid, and what are those numbers. So this is the first good thing. Now the second question arises that okay, how you can be eligible for this, or how you can get this scholarship. So first of all, the college website says this information. I have clearly put this information in a table. So anyone whose family income is less than 85.45 lakh rupees per year. So is your family income is lesser than 85 lakh rupees per year? I guess obviously yes, because very, very less number of people in India would be having an income of around 85 lakh rupees or more than that, isn't it? So anyone in India whose family income is lesser than 85.45 lakh rupees will have to pay absolutely 0 rupees towards the fees of the college. Yes, you're hearing it right. Anyone whose family income is between 85 lakh rupees to 1.28 crore rupees or 1 crore 28 lakh rupees will have to pay only 10.68 lakh rupees per year as the fees. Out of that 55 lakh rupees, you'll have to pay 10 lakh rupees, which is again when on a very higher side. But moving on and forward, your family income would actually be considered before telling you the fee structure of the college. So this actually means that in India, most of the people do not have this much of salary. And that is why I had said in the starting that almost more than 90% of the students in India would be eligible for this scholarship. So you don't need to pay anything towards the tuition fees. So your tuition fees of 55 lakh rupees, which was the massive amount, the major amount of your entire expense for the education, that is waived off. Okay. Now moving forward. So I just wanted to give you this particular confidence that see, getting into this college is tough, undoubtedly tough. But once you are into the college, then you don't need to worry about anything. If your financial condition does not allow you to study well or to give this much of exorbitant fees, the college would make sure that you even get a free boarding there and a free mess, like free housing there and a free boarding there. Okay, so you just need to take care of one thing, that how you get into this college. And for that, we have got I have got a team who are helping a lot of students to get students into colleges across the world. Yes, and that team is very much helpful to all students. I have that team, and if you also want to get that help, you can just drop down a message right down there in the description box. There is a link. You can just click on that link. You can fill your details and you can write that which type of help you need. You need a help in IELTS preparation, or you need a help in going abroad, or you are just starting to find an option of going abroad. You are just finding country or a good college. You can even get that help also. Or otherwise, if you have finalized everything and you just need a help that I have to go into this college, please help me out. my team would be happy helping you. Okay, so you can just use that link in the description box where you'll get all sort of help. Okay, now moving forward, so Princeton engineering, once the student like completes his or her 4 years of undergraduation, after that what do they do? What most of the student of Princeton they do after that? So most of the student either go for higher studies, which is a sizable chunk, like either they go for Stanford, MIT, Notre Dame, or Brown or Penn State, and like that they do masters, they do PhD, because they are now more into education, more into research kind of thing. So this is the first type of student who go for higher studies in some big universities. Second type of students are those who go for jobs, but obviously jobs at very good companies, like they go for Apple, Samsung Electronics in South Korea, Merrill Lynch, Intel, IBM, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, these type of companies. So most of the, so again a sizable chunk go for job. And then the third type of students are those students who directly get into research field, and they find a guide and they start doing research papers, thesis, and they start doing some kind of research or some kind of deep level studies. So these three types of students are there who are who are mostly into either deep level of research and higher studies, or they are into job. So what I am able to understand out of this is that almost everyone is doing something good in their life, and that is why these colleges are so top rated colleges, because people after completing these colleges do not end up being a mediocre, and that's a great thing, isn't it? Now moving forward, so if you are still having any doubt or any help is needed, still if you are confused in choosing your option for your study abroad, I would be very happy, and in fact my entire team would be very happy helping you out. Now I would like to say कि if you have liked this video and you like that कि सर ये 5 यूनिवर्सिटीज आपने अच्छे निकाले, जो लास्ट वाला नंबर 1 यूनिवर्सिटी था वो बहुत बढ़िया था, and we need more such universities, तो you can write down in the comment box more. तो अगर बहुत सारे कमेंट्स आए मोर के कि हाँ सर ऐसे और यूनिवर्सिटीज़ लेकर आओ जो कि लो टोफेल स्कोर्स पे या विदाउट टोफेल पे जा सकते हैं, आईएल्ट्स टोफेल, या फिर लो सैट स्कोर्स पे जा सकते हैं, या फिर यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैविंग वेरी गुड स्कॉलरशिप प्रपोजिशन, ऐसा कुछ भी चाहिए तो नीचे कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख देना, ठीक है? और इन 5 यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में अगर कहीं जाना है या फिर ऐसे ही किसी कॉलेज में जाना है जहाँ पर लो सैट स्कोर में यू कैन गेट इन टू ईजिली, तो यू कैन इवन गेट अ हेल्प फ्रॉम माई टीम. दैट हेल्प इज एब्सोल्युटली फ्री, नो इशूज़. तो यू कैन जस्ट फिल आउट द गूगल फॉर्म, नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में गूगल फॉर्म है, just fill out that Google form. You'll get a call from one of our partner institutions. They will be helping you with your counseling. वो आपको सारी डिटेल्स दे देंगे, सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन दे देंगे, and thereafter you can take your call. ठीक है? तो that Google form is in the description box. Okay? और अगर किसी और टाइप के वीडियो की आवश्यकता हो, do let me know in the comment box. Fine? So ladies and gentlemen, that was all for this video. पुष्कर कह रहा है more. पुष्कर नीचे कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख दो. ठीक है? तो see you all in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Good night.